Welcome to Fusionverse, a show where we talk about anime, TV shows, movies, and games. So we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And on today's episode, we're talking first episode of American Horror Story. That's right, we're going to be talking about American Horror Story Cult. Now, a little thing to tell you. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it, and then you can watch this, because I won't be trying to spoil anything, but I'm just going to be talking about the overview of the episode and just kind of what I thought about it. Now, fair warning, like I said, I'm going to talk about it. Now, if you've seen it, you know that this episode starts off strong, okay? This episode kind of hits you with a certain point where you're like, wait, what? What's happening? Is this kind of real? Is this not happening? And that's going on with, of course, the clown from the other American Horror Story, you know, missing his jaw. I forget his name, but you know who I'm talking about. And it has like this little thing about it. I think it was really well done. I really enjoyed it. But then it's like, oh, but you know, it's a comic, so the little kid is reading the comic, which of course, if you see my review of the trailer, my analysis of it, you see that I'm saying, yeah, I guess it's going to be about that. And I don't think his role is mainly just going to be that. Like, they're following him. He's the cult leader. Even they're just praising him. It starts, and it also kind of leads into this whole thing of, you know, the whole Donald Trump presidency and going for it. All these people, blah, blah, blah. All this crap going on. People are, like, blaming each other. It's like, you didn't go vote. You didn't. It's like, alright, get over that shit. It happened. It's like, it's not it's real. Donald Trump is our fucking president. Fucking shit. It's horrible. I mean, unless you're gonna do something about it, then shut up. Like, seriously. Are you gonna do something about it? No? Alright, shut up. Don't say anything. And I think that's what is going on with this, where a lot of them are kind of these characters kind of dealing with that. More so, the main character, she's actually dealing with this. Forget her name. Honestly, I didn't really go into this episode thinking, oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna love this. I think it's gonna be amazing. I just kind of went. I've known what the other had to kind of offer. It started off strong, and then it kind of just went a little downhill with her overreacting, crying, blah blah blah. She's terrified of having this anxiety attacks. It's pretty sad just to see that happen. It's like, fuck, really? And then you find out she has all these other phobias. She's scared of so many things, and clowns happens to be one of them. And she kind of starts to lose it. So the doctor prescribed her some medication, and you kind of see, like, it feels like just, oh my, like these fucking bullshit people who, you know, saying like, oh, I'm against this, I'm blah blah blah, we're for this, and there's a lot of people who are just full of shit in the world, and it feels like this character is like that. And it kind of suggested this throughout the show, throughout the episode as it heads on. You're gonna get to see that more often, as where she's only thinking about herself and not her wife, and because her wife is trying to run this, you know, this restaurant on her own, where apparently she was supposed to help, you know, and you're kind of left to wonder, like, well, she's not helping with it. So then, like, what the hell? Why are they there? Just, you know, you get revealed, a lot of things get revealed about just, you know, this whole relationship thing, how she tries to overcome this anxiety. Meanwhile, her wife is just kind of like, you know, like just going through the motions, trying to help her, trying to get her through all these things. But anyways, after seeing a therapist, she gets prescribed some medication because she needs it. It's something that she definitely needs because she's just starting to lose it. And you kind of get to see that when she goes into the grocery store. She goes to the grocery store, meets the dude. Obviously, he voted for Trump. He's like, yeah, we finally have someone in the presidency. And it's like, he voted for Trump. And it's really fucking awkward. What's really even more strange about this episode is the fact that she's seeing like clowns, but at the same time you're kind of like, oh wait, is this shit? Is this real? Is this actually real, or is this just something that is all in her head? So it kind of makes you not want to care too much about what's going on. Because for me, I'm like, okay, are they real, or is if they're in her head, then it's kind of one of those things where you kind of have to think like, well, does this even matter then? I'm tired of seeing those types of movies, those types of shows where they have like, oh, the psychological aspect where it's like, is this really happening or is it not? I feel like it's such a cop out. That's why I like when it got to that kind of point, I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it at all. But you also get to see, I guess, one of the characters who voted for Trump, and he just sees us like, oh, we can finally come out, we can finally do all this crap. And I believe he is like the cult leader, or at least one of them, of, I guess the clowns or these people. And needless to say, the clowns are alright. They're kind of terrifying, kind of scary. I'm terrified of clowns, but that like they just had like these rubber masks on. You see someone having sex there. I was kind of like, whatever. Goes through that whole ordeal, but he himself, the main character of this story, well, one of the main characters of the story, he has just this presence where he's kind of like terrifying, or there's things that he's doing just to antagonize people because he's kind of like, oh, I can finally fucking like be myself. Whether he's racist or not, I don't know, but there's the scene where he's pissing in a fucking condom bag and throws it at a group of Mexican workers or Latino workers, and he just and he's drunk and all this shit or whatever, and they go and beat the shit out of him. Except there's someone recording it, but I think they just recorded the part where he gets attacked. So obviously they're probably going to use that in the next episode to be like, oh look, I was attacked by immigrants and all this shit. So this season obviously is going to get kind of political, or pretty political, from what I saw there. But I'm not sure to what extent the clowns are going to have an effect. They did show, I guess there's a plan, when they're interviewing for a babysitter for their kid, these two wives, and it's kind of like, it's really, really awkward, because they're kind of going back and forth. Her, like, this girl's brother's, asking her, like, what hurts you the most, blah, 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 what do you hate most, all these different things, and she's telling him, and then she goes to be the new babysitter. It's really it's like really weird because it really doesn't tell you anything of like, oh, are these guys were they neighbors before? Did something, like, what interaction did they even have? Because there's really no interaction. Like, I guess her brother with Dan, because he wants to do this whole thing. There's really no interaction. There's nothing to kind of. It kind of just jumps to like, all right, and then they're looking for a babysitter. It's like, what? That's it? So I mean, it's really weird, and all these different things transpire. Like towards the end, you kind of get to see that, I guess the clowns are real or something. As the little kid is telling the story, but then even then, it's kind of like, oh, that there were these clowns, ended up killing the family, or husband and wife across the street, which obviously he was in the committee, and where he had the whole argument, and he was killed. The kid saw it. So there's another whole thing about that where it's like, okay, so I guess it is real, but then they ask the detective, oh, like, what exactly happened to them? They want to know, and it's because the kid tells them like, yeah, they were clowns, I saw it all. She's lying to you, and however, the babysitter managed to be like, no, like, he thought he saw something out there, but I looked at this, like the comic book of the clowns, so the ones are like, oh, so it was that. So obviously they're not believing the kid, And the fact that she showed him like someone getting killed and stabbed, that was pretty brutal. But yeah, just different things where it was. It felt like it could have been such a stronger episode, but they just kind of. It felt like they just weren't sure if they wanted to go fully with it or like what exactly they were going for here. Like it just felt like they dropped the ball. It felt it had so much potential. It started out very strong, and then it just kind of went downhill with that whole Trump thing. It's like, really? So okay, they're gonna do this shit. We're already fucking living it, so we gotta go through it again. All right, blah blah blah. It's gonna happen. Well, of course, last year there was a whole clown outbreak thing. That was a crazy thing. So I guess that's what they're going for, and we'll see exactly where the story goes from here on out. At the end, you kind of see this whole, thing where she wakes up, she hears something, and then she wakes up next to a clown. But that in itself, just not sure. Like what is that real or is that just her head or I'm not sure. I mean, let me know what you guys honestly thought. I wasn't too sure about this episode. Go ahead, subscribe. I'll definitely do more, as the episodes come out, and just see exactly where is this series going. So if the season's gonna be great, or is it gonna go down? That's kind of what I want to know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think it's gonna be a great season? Do you think it's gonna live up to the expectations of other people, or do you think it's gonna be crap? Honestly, I'm kind of on the fence about this. I think it could have potential, but just the way it's starting out, it's a little shaky. It's a little shaky for me. But we'll see as time goes on, especially because not really too many characters are being involved at the moment or what's exactly happening. But we'll see as time goes on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. For more videos, click here. I really appreciate it, and thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you're new, seriously, subscribe. It'll help a lot. More so than likes. So yeah, go ahead. Alright, thank you guys. Bye.